Hey part-timers, welcome back to the channel. If you want to be a better putter, I've got one tip for you, and if you stick to it, I guarantee you're going to be a good putter. Alright, my tip is pretty simple. Do 100 putts a day from 30 feet. Now to show you how quick and easy this is, I'm going to go ahead and knock out 100 putts from 30 feet right now, while the other Jeremy explains why. Alright, while he's knocking down 100 putts here real quick, let me tell you why I came up with this system. 100 putts at 30 feet. So I found that the 30 foot, give or take a couple feet, is about that range when you're in a tournament that you're going to have one of those putts, and that's when your heart starts fluttering, and it's at that distance where if you're not able to click on that muscle memory, that your mind is going to take over and you're going to talk yourself out of that putt. So I decided that I was going to devote myself to just 30 footers. Now give or take, sometimes I do 33 footers, sometimes I go down and do some 28, 25 footers, but I did 100 putts every day until I got to a magic number, 11,000 putts. Well, you might be asking why 11,000 putts? Well, at the time I was reading a Malcolm Gladwell book, and he was talking about the Beatles and how they were able to master their skill by performing for 11,000 hours. He also referenced that numbers to a lot of other people who have mastered a skill, and they kind of scientifically came up with a number that if you devote 11,000 hours to something, that you will become a master at that skill. So I took that number 11,000 and I said, well, I'm not gonna be able to do 11,000 hours of putting at this time, but if I could somehow get 11,000 putts in between January and when my first tournament was coming up in June, then maybe I'd become a better putter. So from January till about June, I did the math. I was like, all right, I work 22 days out of a month, 5 months. So if I can do 100 putts, 22 days in a month for 5 months, that number should come out to be 11,000. So that's what I did. So luckily I had a basket at school where I was working. So before school or after school, I'd go out. It'd take me about 10 minutes or so to do 100 putts. And then I'd do that every single day. Now some days I could only do 50 due to time. Some days I was feeling really good, so I'd do 200 putts or maybe more. I know this is not a magic bullet to make you a better putter, but muscle memory is a thing. And I really do feel like after 11,000 putts at 30 feet, my muscle memory really kicked in. And those tournaments that I was able to do that summer, man, I was able to reliably knock down those 30 footers that really took me from being an 800 rated player to the 900 rated area. This really did help me. Maybe it'll help you guys. So I challenge you guys, if you want to get better, try doing the 11,000 putt challenge. Pick that zone, 25 feet to 33 feet. I know you guys struggle with it too. Try to devote yourself doing 100 putts every day for 5 months, 22 putts in a month. Give yourself some time off too, and see how you guys do. Hey, if you got some putting recommendations, why don't you leave me some comments too. If you notice, I didn't talk about grip or spin or any of that stuff. I'm gonna put some links up here at the top. Dave Feldberg's got a really good video that kind of changed my opinion and ideas of how I was gripping my putter. I'd recommend you guys use that. Also, Gannon Burr's got a great video on putting too that I'm really trying to digest some of that information. It's good stuff. As you can see, I didn't hit all 100 putts. I still need to work on this. In fact, recently I've noticed that I've kind of been struggling at that 30-foot range, and I was reminded about my 100 putts a day that I did, and I'm challenging myself to do this too. So let's see if we can get to be better putters together. Hopefully this helps you guys. We'll see. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace out.